Hello world, it's your boy Ego Death 187 coming to you live from the Rocky Mountain State where the mycelium meets the mountains. Today, Psychonauts, I'm going to teach you how to put a casing layer on your monotub. This is strictly optional. You don't have to do this. This is preference. You can send it straight to fruiting. Me, I like to have the casing layer because I've had situations where I wasn't able to harvest on time due to work or something, and I had spores drop, and once spores hit that mycelium, it shuts it down. It tells the fruits, hey, we done our job, we're done. So I always add a casing layer so that way if spores do drop, it's on top of the casing and not actually the mycelium, if that makes sense. But as you see there, they are fully colonized and ready to go. This is not even a week later when I built these. We're actually on day 4. This is day 4. Just to show you how great these things are doing. And I gotta give props to my AC Infinity, that Cloud Lab tent. I can incubate fruit, anything I want in there. They make a, very high humidity fan, 4-inch fan, so I don't have to worry about my electronics messing up on me. So yeah, if you can afford it, spend the money and buy the AC Infinity Lab, Cloud Lab. It's worth every penny. So what you see here, I'm taking cocoa core I got from Northspore, and I'm just spreading it over the top. Not a thick layer. People, maybe like a quarter of an inch, if that. I really don't even really do that. I just try to cover it the best I can around the edges. You see here, I'm just working it back and forth, back and forth. And I'm not pushing it down either. I'm just spreading it with my hand, my fingers. And just do that. Keep doing it. You want to get in there. Try to get the edges as best you can. And yeah, that's how you add a casing layer. So this is on the first gen Northspore Boomer Bin Monotub. So now I switched out the incubation lid. Now I'm putting on the fruiting lid. And it clicks like a glove. Now one thing I would tell you that I did later go back and miss the lid and the casing layer. So that's something you can do like right then, like I should have, but I was going to do it regardless. I had 2 monotubs I'm working on, so it is what it is. I can see right now I'm just trying to find some tape so I can put on there and write the strain name. See, just put the tape on there. I'll write the strain name and we'll move on to the next one. Like I said, guys, this is straight preference. You do not have to have a casing layer. I don't care what anybody says. You can send them straight to fruiting. But like I said, I have had it where they drop spores and completely shut down my grow. I mean, it shut it down. Everything was purple. And it's like it told the mycelium, no, we're done, man. We reproduce, we're done. We dropped the seeds. Our job here is done. And that's number one up. You want multiple flushes. So if you let them drop, that's why you have to be very vigilant about when to harvest your mushrooms. Just keep an eye on them. When the veils start to tear, I'm talking about just the smallest rip. Take them. Just take them out of there. And I'll even do it like if like the majority of them's tearing, but there's still a couple that ain't. I harvest them all. I don't care. I just harvest them all and I'll put it to the second flush, and it works out pretty good. I can see here this one's snowy white too, ready to go. What I just did there, when you have these lids, they have a lot of condensation buildup, from the humidity. So I went and just dumped the water out because when I go to put the lid back on there, I don't want the whole water just dumping on top of my can. That's no bueno. You don't never want pools of water. So I went and dumped all the moisture out of there, and now you see I got it propped up and letting that fan hit it to help dry it out because the air that's coming out of that flow hood is clear of 99.9% contaminants. So I'm letting it hit that lid and dry it out with fresh, clean air. So that way I ain't got to worry about dirty air getting in there with that moisture and nothing like that. I got it where it's right there. It's clean. We're good to go. Like I said, this is not my first rodeo. Now you see, you're going to do the same thing like I did on the first one. Except for this one, I got the bag all up in the way. Can't really see what I'm doing. But it's the same as I did on the first one. Spin a line there. Try to get your edges. Never put more than 1/4 of an inch thick every casing layer. So let's get in there and do it. And I might have had a cocoa cord too, so it's time to get a new bag of that going. Which I know if you buy from North Sport, they send you cocoa cord blocks. You just gotta add a little distilled water, preferably hot water, because it helps sterilize it. Now you're seeing I'm not pushing down. It may look like I'm pushing down, but I'm not. I'm just spreading. I'm just lightly spreading, trying not to damage any of my seal. I'm just lightly spreading. But once it's colonized like that, dude, I mean, my ceiling's pretty resistant, dude. As long as you know what you're doing and just do the steps that you're supposed to take. Always keep, everything sterile. And before I even start this video, y'all know the rules. See what I did there? I have to go back and fix that. You won't see it in the video, but I will have to go back and dry that up. That's no bueno. You don't want that. And this new Monotub lid, it doesn't want to fit right. So you see what I'm doing. I'm working with it, trying to get it on there. Yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you got casing layers to your Monotub. And now I'll put them in fruit conditions. 12 hours daylight. Bump up the humidity about 90%. And we'll be good to go. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful. Yeah. Ego Death out. Catch you on the flip side.